Here I am. Okay, so I I started my reading and then I started the conversation. I don't, for some reason, like saying reading just doesn't sound right. It's just me talking to myself and with my guides and higher self. So wow, I just changed the whole game apparently is what happened because the cards went everywhere. All right, so that's cool. Yeah, conversation with spirit. Conversation with spirit. I'm looking at my candle because it's just like a cool like little dance thing as I said that. So so I got these cards. I've been in like an isolated period the past like week. Not super sure like what that was about. I mean, like, I have an idea. Like, I'm a little overwhelmed with work, and then at home, and I was having some, hiccups. So, I got these cards. I didn't really ask anything. Because part of me knows that the universe already like knows what I need to know. So I was like, let me just, clear my mind, which is becoming so much easier now, being more here and feeling than like up here. So one of the realizations I had recently was that everyone is here I don't want to say for me, but they're here, like, we're here for each other. And so everyone that walks into my life, like, they're there to help guide me and keep me on track. And like, even the events, even like things that come in, like, I'm looking at everything good and bad as helping me awaken, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I've just been like having, I had to go inward a little bit and be alone and take my time to like just kind of be and just like not have responsibilities, not have any expectations, just kind of like I'm just being rather than like doing so much. So I definitely think I needed that time to like rest and rejuvenate. And so now I'm feeling a lot better. Like after I did all that, like I'm feeling more in tune and just more energized. Doing really good with like not judging anything. I'm not judging my thoughts. I'm not judging other people. I'm not judging what other people say or do. And if I am, I'm mindful of it. I'm at the point where I can look at my thoughts from outside and see them and say like, okay, I want to say that, I want to act on that, or I don't. So for example, last night my mom came in my room. I had just got under the covers, just got into bed. She comes in, she's like, can you take the trash out? I was able to pause, literally see my thought saying, oh my God, why didn't you tell me this sooner? Why didn't you give me a heads up? Why didn't you take out the trash? All these like defensive emotions and thoughts. I looked at it. I did not let my mind like take over. Instead, I took that moment, watched my thought, got up, calmly went and took out the trash. Like, as opposed to acting on those reactions and thoughts and then having a whole like argument, which is so low vibrational and like just not effective or like beneficial to anyone. So I just thought, you know, this is something that needs done. She's asking me for a favor. I'm more than capable of getting up and taking out the trash. Like, okay. So it's simple. It's simple. It's not me sitting here overcomplicating, overthinking. It's just like, okay. And it's all part of my journey. Even small things like that, like that's part of my journey. And there are going to be instances and circumstances that come in, and I'm even becoming aware of those. Like, I'm able to be like, okay, this is happening, but it's still for my highest good. Like, it's still going to, you know, help me become a better person. So that's where I've been at, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I felt like maybe there was something else I needed to acknowledge. Yeah, I have on my whiteboard, detachment, self-observation, detachment, and faith. So I've been trying to be like very, just faith, like just faith, no matter what. Because it's so easy for me to be like, oh, negative. But like I said, like I'm now at the point where like I see the negative and I choose whether or not I want to act on it, rather than just being like, oh, default to that. So I can definitely tell that there's shifts going on, which is nice. I'm gonna close the door really quick because our smoke alarm the battery's dead and it's like beeping a lot, so I'm just gonna close this. So anyway, let me tell you about the cards that I pulled here. So the first card that came out, like I said, I didn't ask a question. I honestly just, you know, cleared my mind, and I just kind of knew that the universe was going to give me what I needed to see. You know, like I just trusted that. So there's no need for me to like concentrate really hard on like a question and, you know, like like I used to do that. So so the first card I got was this card, and I really don't care for like the number and I don't know, like element, I forget what it's called now, like the, you know, that aspect of it down here. Like I'm not too concerned about that, at least for this conversation. But when I initially looked at this, I can see that you know, sorry, I lost my train of thought. This is like this is like a circle. I'm seeing a circle here. And that is about like wholeness and 100% in a way, like fully, wholly doing this. And so this to me, I saw as self-care, taking care of myself, because I had a moment, must have been last week, I thought, you know, I felt the world's like pain and suffering. Like I really, and that happens, you know, it's not the first time it's happened, but I literally feel the energy of like people being in pain and suffering, and it makes me emotional. Like I start crying from it because it feels like I'm enduring that suffering and pain, like on a grand scheme, like the like world, the earth. So I just didn't understand. I was like, how can I solve this problem? Like, how can I make a solution to, like, you know, helping humanity, basically? Like, I can't just swoop in like Superman and like save everybody. Like, I'm one person, although I am, you know, amazing and all these things, like child of God and a piece of the universe, I guess. I was just like, I don't understand, like, why am I feeling this, and what can I do about it? So this came up, and it's about self-care, fully caring for myself in the way that I deserve, and fully loving myself. You know, yeah, just making sure that I'm taken care of. And then the next card that came out after that was the World, which I saw as like, okay, caring for myself equals caring for the world. So I can't change the external circumstances necessarily. I cannot solve world hunger or, you know, like these huge issues, but by going within me and changing me, I am in turn changing the world. So if I'm not taking care of me, and I'm not loving myself, and you know, just fully making sure that I am safe, happy, and healthy, how can I do that for anybody else? You know, it's just, it doesn't really work. It really doesn't work. So, you know, and then the same theme followed through with the circle. It's like fully caring for myself and fully caring for the world. Yeah, so I thought that was really neat. And then the last card I got was, again, not worried about like the down here, but this I'm seeing as the Labyrinth or the Matrix, okay? And so initially I was thinking that this was my higher self intervening and helping me, because I do ask for guidance. I ask for help from my guides pretty often, and so I thought that's what that was, or I thought maybe this was me ascending and then helping myself like from above. So this would be after that occurrence, and then being able to then control how I experience life in here. So yeah, so I got those, and so taking care of myself equals taking care of the world, and you know, in turn will lead to me being able to, you know, help even more, because I took the time to, you know, lift myself up, and in turn lift up the world, and then, you know, everything falls into place. So after I pulled those, I pulled a different deck out, and I asked for basically like a general clarifying of all three of these cards. And when I did that, I got the Yin Yang in reverse, which I took as